Hey guys, me, Chrisket, back with new Battlefield talk. I know it's been a while, but let's get right into it. So Battlefield 2042, I just want to say this, I'll be completely honest, it is extremely frustrating at its worst. And when it's at its best, it can be really fun. However, getting there at that point can be extremely frustrating. For example, when I was trying to record this footage, I experienced numerous bugs. I crashed multiple times. I had to go back to the menu multiple times because I got soft locked inside the game. There's no excuse for this. We've been through Battlefield 1. We've been through Battlefield 5. They should really have learned their lesson and not tried to launch a game in such a buggy state. They even delayed the game a month, and they still launched as bad as it did. Now I will try to be fair to DICE in this video, so I'm not going to just be one of these videos just bashing on DICE all over and over again. I'm trying to be level-headed and trying to just to enjoy the game for what it is. However, I just can't hide my feelings about how frustrated I am with how DICE handled this game and how seemingly they misled us, especially with the lack of gameplay that they showed us before leading up to the reveal. Because I paid $90 for this game, so I really expected them to knock it out of the park for the early access playtest. Now, I did expect there to be a few bugs, because, again, this game was developed during COVID, and it's a major AAA release for a shooter. And during the launch of these games, there's always tend to be a bit of bugs. However, not as much as it's in the game. The first thing I might get into is, of course, the bugs that the game seems to be experiencing. I don't have a problem with the, bugs that don't affect gameplay, like the funny animations, like the funny ragdolls, things not working, clipping, all that stuff. I don't have a problem with those bugs. The bugs that I do have a problem with are, of course, game-breaking bugs, such as not being able to respawn, not being able to spawn in the first place, not able to see your HUD, not being able to see enemies, and just general glitches. Now, these bugs, I know, DICE has probably seen these bugs. I do understand how a video game development works, kind of. Typically, when a video game gets developed, people do know these bugs. However, there's such a thing as a production queue, with more gameplay-breaking bugs getting a higher priority than less important bugs. Especially when you have millions of players play the game, they might even not even know it's a bug or know how to repeat the bug until millions of players experience the bug, and that could be a factor why bugs don't seem to get fixed. I understand that. However, some bugs just don't make any sense, like not being able to respawn or spawn in the first place. Like, shouldn't there be a check? It's like, hey, you're not able to spawn in? Oh, let me try restarting the game. Oh, not be able to survive after X amount of time. It just should respawn you no matter what happens. Like, about to be revived, you're not being revived. Oh, get respawned. Oh, I don't understand why it's just a simple thing does not have such a simple feature. It's also something Rockstar would do, and that's saying something because Rockstar and server performance. So, next thing I want to talk about is, of course, gunplay. Now, the gunplay of this game, it's getting there. However, it's just not there. And it's mainly due to do with hit detection and hit registration in the first place. Now, they simply fix a lot of the boom issues. However, they still haven't fixed a lot of the hit registration issues. Like, during the time to record this gameplay, I experienced multiple times where shots seemingly did not hit anything, even though my crosshairs were clearly on a guy. This is especially evident with Bad Company 2 weapons. Now, maybe this be thin with portals and not necessarily be in the main game. But I didn't notice it a lot more in portals than I did notice in the main game. Maybe because of the fact that you don't have weapon tuning off, and there's not a lot of bloom in the older Battlefield games compared to 2042, so I may have been mistaken or something. However, I just felt like really inexcusable how bad the hit registration is for what is a AAA $60 game that I paid, where people spent money on. Now, coming back to the issue of bloom, I have no idea what they were thinking. Not even Battlefield 1 has as bad as bloom as Battlefield 2042 has. Now, Battlefield 1 had some pretty atrocious bloom, or as a known random bullet deviation. However, you can typically tell when your bullets are not connected in Battlefield 1. You can get a feel for it, not in 2042. In 2042, it feels completely random, like your crosshairs are on someone and they're still not hidden. Because I feel like Battlefield 1 could fade a lot more better when you're not hitting someone. But it's just no feedback in Battlefield 2042 compared to Battlefield 1. What amazes me is that DICE previously had Battlefield 5 to work off of. They know people really enjoy Battlefield 5's gameplay, even though they tried to kill it which ultimately killed the game's momentum. So it's just unbelievable that DICE would even attempt to bring as much spaz boom as they did. Now, it may have been a bug, but I don't know if I believe that, because there's definitely no way no one could have not known such a game-breaking bug being inside a main build for a game. Then there's possibly, I feel like, the more bigger issue than all these issues combined is just general performance. Now, this game is extremely poorly optimized. Now, I have a pretty good PC. I have a 3060 and a, give me a second, let me check. And I'm not sure how to say this, so I'll just display it on the screen. And even at medium settings, the game still runs like crap. Now, I can handle bad performance. But even if you lower the settings, it doesn't improve your performance. Now, that doesn't make any sense for me. Even that, maybe puts you inside European servers, or random servers that are not even in your region. Not only do you have bad performance, you have lag to deal with. And I even heard on last-gen consoles, they have some major input delay. Like, I don't understand. Why? Why, DICE? It makes it really hard to defend this game when DICE does the things that they do. 2042 is supposed to be the golden child of the FPS shooters that came out this year. And they just flopped it. Now, one more thing I want to talk about before ending this video is general YouTube reaction. Now, a lot of the big Battlefield YouTubers have a bad reputation for being shills for DICE. Now, I kind of disagree with this statement. It's kind of. Because I feel like a lot YouTubers like Westy and Jack Frags are not nearly as harsh as they should be on DICE for the way they handle this game. Like, I understand that they've been through extremely bad Battlefield launches. But in my opinion, it's because of those bad Battlefield launches that 2042 has no excuse to be as bad as it is. 2042 had Battlefield 4, Battlefield 5, and Battlefield 3, which all had bad launches to go off of and know what to do. You guys don't remember how bad Battlefield 4 was. The game was pretty much unplayable. And even the campaign to this day still has game-breaking bugs, which of course never got patched. So it just blows my mind that they would go as soft as they are as going into DICE. Now again, I don't mean this as an attack or an insult to them, because I do respect these guys, and often do look up to them, because they're one of the reasons why I got into making YouTube Battlefield content. But just got that. They're just not going harsh enough on DICE. Now, I want to stay away and kind of disagree with a lot of the smaller Battlefield YouTubers who are not exactly in good terms with these YouTubers saying. I don't think that they're shills, or I don't think that they're they're just being paid off by DICE. I feel like it's just that in general they're just not as negative as the rest of the community is. Like, if you ever see the Battlefield Reddit, that they're some of the most negative people imaginable. If you find something bad Battlefield game, they'll complain about it, even if it's a good change. Now, this is not unique to Battlefield in particular. This happens to a lot of shooters that the Reddit community in large seems to be extremely negative towards YouTubers' opinions that don't necessarily agree with what the Reddits are saying and stuff like that. A lot of people are asking back for some unnecessary features that often will hurt the game, like claymores and mortars. And I'm fine with these being gone. I don't care with either way if they're in and gone. But these voice features are annoying, so it's kind of a good thing that they're gone. Like, isn't it? You guys really find it fun being killed by a UCAV or a mortar that you had no counterplay in fighting? It's like imagine how frustrating it would be repeatedly spawn killed by an attack chopper. But at least attack chopper has to pull itself in a position of danger to kill you. Not with a mortar or a claymore. There's no counterplay. It's just that you just die. So yeah, I agree with that those being removed, and that's not necessarily the opinion of some people on Reddit. Now again, I don't mean to bash on anyone for having their opinions. Your opinion is your opinion, and everyone has one. So you're not exactly a bad person for having your opinion, because everyone has opinion. But however, it's something I just tend to disagree with. But anyway, guys, I think I'm rambling on for long enough. If you're enjoying my content, make sure you like, don't forget to subscribe, Follow me on Twitter and during Discord. Always are just down below. And I'm the Face WC. And peace.